Today, we're going to use CloudExtend Excel for Salesforce to take a list like this that comes from the marketing team, where they're just giving us a product description, the current price, and then they're asking us to increase the pricing by a certain amount. We're going to use a CloudExtend Excel for Salesforce data filter. We're going to use Salesforce SOQL statement, and we're also going to use an Excel VLOOKUP. So really a good example of how Excel and CloudExtend can work together. So first, I've just got a small formula here. We're going to bump up the pricing by 10% for each one of these items. So here's the new price, basic, simple formula. So that part's really easy. Next thing we're going to do is take a look at the template that we've actually created. So I started with products, and then I added in the price book entry fields. So I've got a product name, description in my template, and then a few other things here, and then ultimately the price that we're going to end up updating. And I'm just going to go ahead and click on the template name, accept the warning to overwrite the current worksheet, and now my template loads inside of Excel. So the first thing I'm going to do is get a head start on my SOQL statement. I'm going to click on Create Filter, and this is the CloudExtend Data Filter, and you'll see the SOQL statement being built down here. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a new rule. Marketing team wants us to update only products in a specific price book. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to search for price book. We have price book entries, and we want to look for the price book name. So I'll just type price book, there it is. So this is going to be the price book name field is equal to, and then we're going to get a list from Salesforce of all the price book fields is equal to Tesla. I'm going to go ahead and save that. I'm going to come back again. I'm going to click on edit, and you can see down here that it actually substituted the actual Salesforce ID for the Tesla price book. So far, so good. Now we're going to add another rule, and we want to bring in product where the description is equal to a specific value. And ultimately, we're going to be bringing in all of these values over here. So we're just going to give ourselves a head start right here. I'm going to say product description is equal to, and I'm just going to put in some random value. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click Save. I'm going to click on Edit Filter one more time. And now I'm going to select all, and I'm going to copy this because it's going to be much easier to work with this inside of a text editor. So now I've got from product to where description is equal to GGGG. What I really need to do is replace this with where the description is in, and then set a whole series of values and drop those in. So what I'm going to want to do is drop in all the values from marketing over here. Now I also know that the in statement is going to need to look something like this, right? So it's going to have to say is in a single quote, this value, comma, the next value, etc. So I'm going to just use Excel to help build that formula really fast. So I've already done that, and let's just unhide this column here, and you can see it. So this is just a simple concatenation, single quote, the description, end quote, and a comma. So now I can just take all these values and just copy them into my SOQL statement. So let's come back to the table itself and edit the filter. And I'm just going to select all downside here in the SOQL, and I'm going to paste, and I'm going to go ahead and click on Save. And now I'm going to click on Download. So you can see what we've done here is we've created a data filter first to give us a head start to limit the values to just items in a specific price book, Tesla. And then we used a SOQL statement. We enhanced it a little bit by using the in clause to say only where the product description is one of these specific values. So now that we've gotten this far, we're just going to use VLOOKUP to populate this new list price, and then we're going to use CloudExtend Excel to push those changes back. Okay, so here we are. We're going to look up the product description. Where are we going to look it up? We're going to look it up here in this data set. And what value are we going to return? We're going to return column 3, which is the new price. So there we go. Now we're just going to take this formula and we're just going to drag it all the way down. And here we're going to see our items update based on the formula. So now we're all set, ready to push this data back up to Salesforce. I'm going to go ahead and click on the update icon, and I'm going to choose all records. And I'm going to push all 32 of these records back up to Salesforce. And you'll see that the price change is successful once the ID over here turns to green. So let's go ahead and take a look at one of these in Salesforce. And here's that item here over in the Tesla price book, now for $215.60, the exact update that we pushed. So that's a heck of a lot faster than using Data Loader, other competing apps in the marketplace, opening 32 separate tabs inside of Salesforce. Really hope you got something out of this. Please check out CloudExtend Excel for Salesforce. Lots of opportunities for you to save some time and some money. Thanks so much for watching.